Yes, we are back again with another video. Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Ashtrox, your favorite 6'6" tall man. With another video. Today, we're going to be explaining about, in my opinion, the best polearms to use for Raiden Shogun. Now, I don't know if you've heard of it or not, but it should be probably pretty obvious, for you guys, what will be the good spears or pole arms and whatnot, just to use for Raiden Shogun. Obviously, when it comes to, pay to win, or if it comes to free to play, there's a whole variety of different spears that could work. But in my opinion, out of all those nice and great pole arms with amazing stats, there's actually only three, for me, in my opinion, that only works for Ball the best. Just because these three polearms would, help with the energy recharge and whatnot. So for the first one I'm going to say is, it should be pretty common to get, hopefully, not saying that everybody has this, but that would be Skyward Spine. And honestly, the best way to get this spear is, either from the standard banner and X, Y, and Z. It's even in the banner right now, right? So for the last 3 days. So the reason why I say this is because it has a great, energy recharge, stat. I had this guy at, level 80 and whatnot, and it seems at max stat level 90 it's at 45, I believe, 45% energy recharge, and it gives crit rate, believe it or not. I'm just gonna read the stats once again. Increases crit rate by 8% and increases normal attack speed by 12%. Additionally, normal and charge attacks hits of an opponent have a 50% chance to trigger vacuum blade that deals 40% of attack as damage and a small AoE, etc. Right? So this gives, a small amount of crit rate, which is pretty freaking good. And the energy recharge is huge as well. So yeah, this is a pretty viable option for Raiden Shogun, if anything. And well, yeah, it's actually in my top 3 just because of the energy recharge itself, and it gives a little bit of crit rate boost. So yeah, that actually helps out a lot, to be honest. The next two polearms I'm going to be talking about are going to be released in patch 2.1. Now, there is a free-to-play version of this spear that's coming out, and there is going to be a pay-to-win version of this spear in the weapon banner that's coming out in patch 2.1. So I'm just going to be talking about the spear that's going to come with Raiden Shogun, and it's called the Grass Cutter, or we can call it the Plant Trimmer. Alright, so we got our Plant Trimmer, right? And apparently that spear gives out energy recharge for a main stat as well. Not really sure right now, as of right now, if the substats of it or the description of what it's going to read, but all I do know is that polearm, or that 5-star spear that's going to be in the weapon banner in patch 2.1, will be Raiden Shogun's weapon, obviously, and as well as going to give out energy recharge for a main stat. So obviously that is my number one option for Raiden Shogun, clearly, which is the pay to win route. That's if you get lucky, and the free-to-play version of that spear, which I actually do have images of, is called the Catch. Now, in my opinion, or at least I think or hope this will happen, it seems this guy really does give energy recharge for a main stat as well, 45% of it, with a base attack of 510, and if you refine it to rank 5, then in the description it says increases elemental burst damage by 32%, which is very reliable for Raiden Shogun, and elemental burst crit rate by 12%. So if anything, it does a lot better than Skyward Spine, believe it or not, this spear, regardless of the base attack, being a little lower than Skyward Spine, but of course it's obvious because it's a 4-star spear. But this actually gives a lot more to offer than the Skyward Spine, which actually makes the Skyward Spine number 3 on my list, even though I mentioned it first, right? So it would be the Grass Cutter, the Catch, and Skyward Spine. Those 3 are the top 3 spears, in my opinion, that will work best for Raiden Shogun, just for the energy recharge, especially with the elemental burst damage being increased by 32% from the catch polearm, it is a great option for Raiden Shogun. And yeah, man, so that's just me. I mean, of course, if you have, you know, spears or polearms just as Primordial Jade Cutter, you know, that could work. Like Black Cliff Pole that I have for Zhao currently, that could work if you want to get more crit damage in and whatnot. You know, that could work as well. And there's definitely a lot more, you know, spears out there. If you have Staff of Homa, then that could work as well, you know, for the crit damage main stat. You know, there's a whole bunch of options for spears. But in terms of, you know, Raiden Shogun's, you know, energy cost, and based on how she plays out, then honestly the best choice would be those 3 spears that I mentioned. You know, so tell me what you guys think. Tell me if you guys agree or disagree. You know, it's all cool. I'm just saying this in my opinion, that you know, these are the 3 spears, the 3 best spears for Raiden Shogun, especially knowing that the catch is literally the best option that I see. And yeah, just let me guys know what you think about what these spears think can do for Raiden Shogun. And yeah, man, that wraps it up for this video. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. You know, tell me what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.